Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer, and today we're going to be going through my Matchday 2 team selection for the UEFA Champions League Fantasy. But before we get into that, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you hit that button so that you don't miss any content going up on the channel. And also, don't forget to join up the league. It's up and running. Join up the league to compete with some of my community members. The link is down in the description. Without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So let's start off with my match day one team review. Managed to score 129 points. Very pretty, very good game week. Very a lot of points. Yeah, so we start with the strikers going down. We had Ken and Gyökeres. Ken scoring I think 4 goals, or was it 5 goals, 42 points, and man of the match as well. Gyökeres doing what he does best. He managed to score a goal, picking up the man of the match as well for 9 points. Yamal scored as well, 8 points. Vat thing scored two, assisted one, 18 points, and man of the match as well. Kimmich out of ball recoveries, and I think he got two assists or something like that. Usman Dembele flopped. He had a chance to assist, but he decided to go for goal and did not score. So 3 points, and then Saliba out of ball recoveries, and I think a clean sheet for Arsenal, ended 0-0. Yes, so Saliba 8 points. Then Kubarsi 2 points. I think Barcelona conceded. Then he had Grimaldo, who got a goal and an assist, 12 points. Schlotterbeck and Kobel both for Dortmund. I think they both picked up clean sheets. 129 points. Good ranking as well. And yeah, very good game week. So now let's look what match day 2 has in store for us. So with my match day one team in mind, we're going to be having two transfers for match day two, and I'm going to be using both transfers. Of course, this is not final, but it's something I'm thinking of. So in goal, I'm going to be having Di Gregorio for from Juventus. Managed to keep a clean sheet in match day one, and is the cheapest active playing goalkeeper. So I'd recommend going for him if you want to free up some budget. Then we have Kobel from Dortmund. They play Celtic, also one of the cheapest playing goalkeepers at 5 million. That's why I've gone for both of them in there, and they're going to be staying in my team. So the first transfer I'm going to be making is Saliba to Konate. I think Arsenal fixtures coming up, likes of PSG. I know PSG are going to be, I think they're going to be missing Dembele from what I've heard, but they still have the likes of Bakola, Kolomwani, and Asensio, Likang Ili. I don't think they're going to keep a clean sheet, but it's going to be an interesting game. So I just opted out of Saliba, and I'm going to be going for Konate. I think Liverpool look pretty solid defensively. I know they conceded to Wolves during the week, and they conceded to AC Milan just the other week, but I just think Liverpool look pretty good defensively, and against Bologna, I think there's a high chance for a clean sheet as well. Then you have Kim Min Jae against Aston Villa. I just think Bayern are very good defensively, and Kim Min Jae offers you the chance of maybe some ball recoveries and maybe a goal. I know Alfonso Davis will be much better, but last week Alfonso Davis also did not get an assist. He managed to get some points for winning a penalty. So yeah, I think it's good for Kim Min Jae. Then you have Schlotterbeck, just the same as Kobel. Dortmund look very good defensively. I know they've conceded a lot of goals since the last time they played in the Champions League. They conceded, I think, was it to uh, four to Stuttgart? Conceded 6 the other day. So, but I think against Celtic, the high chance for a clean sheet. So Soderbergh is going to be in the team. Then you have Grimaldo. I think the name just speaks for itself. Very attacking, a lot of assist potential. Now they have a tricky fixture against AC Milan, who also have been looking very good defensively. It's going to be interesting to see how that's going to plan out. But for now, Grimaldo is also in the team. Then finishing off the defense and the goalkeeping department, we're going to be having Kubasi. I think Barcelona rotated a lot. in the week during the weekend. I think for this fixture because they lost in match day one. I mean that's my assumption. That's why they rotated. So I think Kubasi is going to start the. I think one of the cheapest playing defenders in a very strong team. That's why I've gone for him. So that's the defense and the goalkeepers look pretty solid. Now let's move on to the midfielders. Then now we can look at the midfield. They're going to be having Florian Wirtz. We all saw what Florian Wirtz is all about. He looked pretty solid in match day one. I think it's a must keep for match day two as well. I think UEFA made a mistake with the prizes for the some of the players like Florian Wirtz and Yamal, putting them relatively cheap for everyone to be able to attain. And I think they're must own, so that's why I've gone for Florian Wirtz. Then you have Kimmich against Aston Villa. I know there's that argument that maybe Olise is a bit better, but I think I'm going to be keeping Rafinha in there. And then we have keeping Kimmich in there because just the threat of ball recoveries and also he's also very good at taking set pieces. Then the next transfer I'm going to be making, as I mentioned, I'm going to be making two transfers. To be able to somehow fund this transfer, I'm going to be going from Usman Dembele to Rafinha. I think Rafinha has been looking very good for Barcelona. Of course, he had a rest in the La Liga during the weekend. Barcelona lost. He had a rest, so I think he's going to be starting this fixture against Young Boys, and it looks pretty solid under the new manager. I'm going to be having him in there, and I hope he's going to be able to perform. Then you have Valverde against Lille. I just hope that he's going to start. Thinking about this, I'm thinking there's going to be a rotation for Real Madrid as we play a lot of matches with the same squad. So that's something to look out for. But I hope he's going to be able to start as they play Lille. Hope he's going to be able to perform as well. Then you have finishing off the midfield, the one and only Lamine Yamal, incredible player at 16 years old or is it 17 years old, just incredible. He's going to be finishing off the midfield. I think everyone should own Yamal. I mean, at that price, why not on him? As we're going to be playing young boys, and everybody's going to be able to perform. So that's the midfield. Looks pretty solid, full of goals and assists. So now let's look at the forward line. And then to finish off the team, we're going to be looking at the forwards. We're going to be having Sir Harold Kane against Aston Villa, although there's a slight chance he might miss the fixture against Aston Villa with an injury, as confirmed by Bayern Munich themselves. So that's something to watch out for, and hopefully going to be able to play the Aston Villa fixture. I don't think you're going to risk him. I don't think there's any reason to risk him for a match against Aston Villa. So yeah, then you have Haaland in there against is it Salzburg. I'm not so sure how they are going to be playing, but I hope that he's going to be able to perform and not be uh, in match day two. In match day one, he was a little bit disappointing. So but for match day two, he's going to be able to perform. Then you have Gyökeres finishing off the team against PSV, who just shipped 3 goals against Juventus. So I hope that Gyökeres can be able to learn some things or two about that game and be able to perform against PSV. So that's the team for match day two. Looks pretty solid, looks good, and I hope that he's going to be able to perform. Hope he's going to be able to have a lot of goals and score maybe better than the match day one team. Of course, when it comes to lining up, you put the players who are going to be playing on first October first and captain a first October player, and then for second October you can be able to serve on. But just a little tip: make sure you prioritize the players who you really want from the second of October to be in your team so that you don't have to have a dilemma of transferring in some players. We don't need them to be transferred in. So yeah, so with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching. I do apologize for the background noise, pretty solid. It's been pretty noisy tonight. I do apologize if it's picked up by the microphone. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you wanted to reach this far, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.